Welcome back. So lately you have probably seen those strange empty places online, endless yellow hallways, abandoned malls, silent subway tunnels that feel off for some reason. That unsettling feeling, that's what people call liminal horror, and it's quickly becoming one of the most viral horror trends right now. With projects like Backrooms and Exited bringing into the mainstream, a lot of people are asking the same question: what exactly is liminal horror? To understand it, you first need to understand the idea of liminal spaces. The word liminal comes from the Latin word limen, which literally means threshold. It describes being stuck between two states, like not fully here but not fully there either. And that concept applies perfectly to certain places. Think about locations like empty hallways or airport terminals at night, hotel corridors, or subway stations with no people around. These are places designed for moment, not for staying. So when they are empty, silent, and frozen in time, something feels wrong. They are familiar but at the same time completely unnatural, and that's where the horror comes in. Liminal horror isn't about jump scares or monster, at least not always. It's about that feeling that something is off even if you can't explain why. A perfect example is the original Backrooms image, a simple photo of an empty office space with yellow walls and buzzing fluorescent light. Nothing scary is actually happening, but it feels disturbing because it looks like a place you have seen before, just twisted enough to feel unreal. That mix of familiarity and unease is the core of liminal horror. It puts you in a space that should feel safe and that strips away everything that makes it comforting. No people, no noise, no clear way out, just endless empty space. And sometimes something watching. This is why the back room becomes such a massive online phenomenon. It takes that unsettling feeling and pushes it further. Imagining a world where you accidentally glitch out of reality and end up trapped in an infinite maze of empty rooms. No escape, no explanation, just isolation. But liminal horror goes deeper than just creepy environments. It's also tied to nostalgia. A lot of these spaces feel like places from childhood, playground, malls, school corridors, but they are empty, quiet, and lifeless. That creates a strange emotional effect. You are not just scared, you are uneasy in a way that feels almost sad, like you are remembering something that doesn't exist anymore. There's even a term for this feeling, an anemo anemoia, which means nostalgia for a time you have never actually experienced. And liminal horror taps into that perfectly. It places you between comfort and fear, between memory and reality, between something familiar and something completely unknown. That's also why movies like Sin Skina Marnik feel so disturbing. They don't rely on traditional storytelling. Instead, they trap you in a quiet, dimly lit spaces where nothing and everything feels wrong at the same time. And now with films like Backrooms and Exit 8, this one niche internet aesthetic is going mainstream. But here's the key reason it works so well today. Modern life is filled with constant noise, connection, and stimulation. We are always online, always moving, always distracted. Liminal horror does the opposite. It forces stillness, silence, isolation, and in that emptiness, your mind starts filling in the gaps. That's where the real horror comes from. Now, what you see, but what you think might be there. And that's why liminal horror is so effective, because it doesn't just show you something scary, it makes you create the fear yourself. And honestly, that's way more unsettling than any monster. Thank you for watching.